My new novel is about a woman named Violet Speedwell, who is 38 years old, unmarried. She lost her fiancé in World War I, and she decides to leave her family and look for a new independent life in the 1930s, at a time when it was difficult for women, single women, to make their own way. I've always wanted to write a novel set at a cathedral because I love cathedrals. I love the feeling you get when you walk inside. And when I went to Winchester Cathedral, I was looking around the stained glass, at the carving, at the building, and then I looked down and I saw these cushions and kneelers and discovered they had been embroidered by women during the 1930s. And it's the only thing in the cathedral made by women, and I thought, I want to write about those. Embroidery plays a really important role in the book. When Violet moves to Winchester, she's looking for a community to join, and she discovers it with this volunteer group of women who are all embroidering cushions for the cathedral. Embroidery brings people together. You sit and you work together. It's very calming. It's very sociable, and you end up making something beautiful that lasts for centuries. And I wanted all of that for Violet, to a place for her to land and to call her own. I think there is something in common with Girl with a Pearl Earring and La Ricamatrice de Winchester, but I didn't think about that when I was writing it. But I think the two women are trying to find independence in their lives and a way to express themselves. But the heroine in Girl with a Pearl Earring is very young. She's 16 to 18. Violet is 38, and she works out how to have her own life. And I think she's an older version of the heroine in Girl with a Pearl Earring. So I think it's very fitting that 20 years later, she would mature into a 38-year-old. I think as a writer, I've become more confident. It's a matter of practice. If you write millions of words, you get better at it. I also have a really devoted readership, and that's been wonderful, especially in Italy, which my books do so well here, and I don't know why, and I'm so grateful for that. But as a woman, I've gotten older too, and in some ways, I'm much more confident as well. I think as a woman gets older, she stops worrying about what other people think of her and think about what do I think about myself, and I think that makes a big difference. Most of my protagonists are women because I really like women. I find women really interesting, and it's possible, too, that because we have less power than men, we struggle more. And so the struggle is what's so interesting. Men, not so interesting. I think I'm going to make you very happy when I say that my new novel is set in Venice. And in fact, it's specifically set on Murano, and it's about Venetian glass beads used for trade, and the book will take place from the 15th century all the way up to the 21st century. So I've just come from there, I've just made beads, I've just talked to lots of glassmakers and having a wonderful time. So I'm really delighted to be able to tell my Italian readers, finally, a book set in Italy.